I don't know what the Nintendo staff was on when they designed TikTok Silver Stars. It's such a stupid star. I don't know what I was on when I routed TikTok Silver Stars. It's such a stupid star. But the take here is, don't do drugs, do tutorials instead. So here is a tutorial for you on TikTok Silver Stars. I'm going to give you the fast strat and the easy strat, and then kind of a technical explanation of the manip that goes behind the fast strat. So the fast strat is about 15 seconds faster than the easy strat, which is about as fast as the normal strat people have been going for now. And then if you mess up the fast strat, depending on how late you mess it up, how you mess it up, and how well you back it up, it can really be only as slow as the easy strat or way slower, like complete disaster slower. So it is risky to go for, but take a look and do some practice, see if you think it's worth going for yourself. So here's a tutorial. So first I'm going to explain the movement you gotta do for the manip without the silvers there, just so that I can take my time and kind of explain it. So here we go. So the first thing you want to do for the fast strat is do a neutral backflip. No D-pad input or anything, just a backflip. And then again, I'll just explain the technicality behind that at the end. For now, just do the backflip. It's important. So right after you land from the backflip, you jump, double jump, and then triple jump, wall jump over here, and then do a side flip, edge grab to get up here. You can technically do the side flip or the backflip wall jump to get up, but I think that just adds unnecessary risk, and this is fast enough that you're not really losing time. So this is definitely, like, I'd say, the recommended strat. So after you do the edge grab, you jump, double jump, and move backwards and long jump up here. I like to zoom out. It's not really required, but I like to zoom out because that makes it to where you can see silvers that you have to get sooner. But it's up to you really. So you want to run along this wall across this conveyor belt kind of around like this. If you don't go out far enough, you're not going to get behind some silvers basically, and you will basically just lose a silver. So you want to kind of go out here, and then, so basically there will be two silvers down here that you'll want to grab. If you miss one or both of them, then it is possible to recover them fast enough and then come over here so that no silvers fall, but that's kind of hard, so you really just don't want to miss these silvers. So that's one thing you got to practice, is just get the silvers first try, grab, and you'll end up like around here. And then you want to go towards this wall to kind of collect silvers like closer to the wall so that they don't fall off later, because they're all going to be up in the layer above. So you want to run towards this wall and charge, and then do a charged triple jump wall jump that'll get you a ledge grab here. The reasons for that are you have to wait by the wall a little bit to make this consistent so you don't lose time to charge really, and it does make the wall jumps faster. But most importantly, it consistently puts you at the very edge. If you come like over this way and do the triple jump this way, then the silvers will jump like towards you and then just fall off there, which is really bad. So you do want to stay towards the edge, and then you don't want to waste any time triple jumping up here. If you do it right, then there will be two silvers near the edge here that you can grab. You just have to be careful of this heave-ho. And then one silver bouncing along the wall here that you can grab, which totals up to 5. And then once you grab them, you can either have the heave-ho launch you straight up, or depending on just where you end up, you can triple jump and wall jump straight up to get here. So going through all that movement, now I'll show you that movement in action, and you can kind of see where the silvers end up. And so let's do it. So you start with a backflip, jump, double jump, triple jump, wall jump, you side flip edge grab up here, and then you long jump over here, run over here, grab these silvers, and then you want to come over here just to keep the silvers over there, charge, jump, and do this, and then you're going to want to go over here. So I've got all the silvers near the wall because I did go a little bit slow there, but that's okay. So I grab these silvers, and then since I'm right next to the wall, I'll just do the triple jump method, and then just grab the silver here. A little slow, but I did it, and you can kind of see like the movement that goes to it. So now I'm gonna show you the easy strat, and then I'll show you like some of the things you can do to back up the fast strat. But I think you should know the easy strat first, just because the backups are so similar to the easy strat. So the easy strat is really easy, especially the first 15 seconds. Just watch. Alright, let's go. So, there's the easy strat. The method you want to use to get up is really up to you. There are a bunch of ways to get up. So let me just kind of explain that. So first, obviously, you just stand here and you just charge. I like to get the camera angle so that you see kind of half the stick on this pendulum, but you really don't need a precise camera angle. Anything close to this will really work. So once the silver falls on you, you hold L and up and just long jump over here, bonk, crouch, and then just charge. You really don't have to do exactly that. That's just what I do to kind of space it out the right way. And then all these silvers just kind of magically fall here. Try not to let any of them fall off the edge, because then you have to wait. See, watch. See, the silver will then respawn, and you'd have to wait here all the way for it to respawn and then fall back down, which is obviously really bad. So that's the easy strat, and it's pretty easy to just do that. It's about 15 seconds slower. So now I'll just show you some backups really quick. So obviously, if you mess up like at the very beginning, like let's say you mistime your wall jump and end up sliding down the wall, you already messed up. Just come over here, just take the time loss, and just hang out here, and the silvers will fall. And you just grab them as they fall. That's basically it. That's the backup failing over there. And so now I'll just show you a little later backups. So let's say everything goes nicely, and then suddenly you miss these silvers. So that's probably a disaster. This is where you look at your touchscreen. If there's silvers flying away, then you've messed up. If all the silvers are still contained around you, which they are here, but unfortunately you can't see right now, then you did it all right. So in this case, I did save it. I missed the silvers and got them back fast enough without letting any silvers get chased away. It kind of feels like luck, because it sort of is, but there's really no RNG. But that's just a risky thing. If you do let silvers fall, which I'm going to do now, then you can kind of see the silvers, they just fall, just kind of like that. You basically just have to come collect them. You just fall down here, get them. It really sucks, but that's the backup that you have to do. So that's why it's kind of risky to go for this strat. And then also silvers can fall at the end if you don't do that right. So that's basically the two strats. I'm going to go into a little bit of technical explanation on how that is, like why it works. So if you don't really want to see it, that's okay. You don't need to know, but if you want to know, so here it is. So first I'm just going to show you like the touchscreen, just so you see, and I'm going to explain all these silver stars. They start like basically at the top of the clock, and then they all fall straight down, and then as soon as they hit something, they bounce like towards Mario or away from Mario, depending on how close you are. So you can kind of see them. So they're all at the top of the clock. One of them is right above Mario. You can see it just bounced out from under his little icon. And so they're all kind of going towards Mario and just bouncing around. Like the one that just crossed the middle, it's still falling. It's not hitting any ground. And so that's why it just keeps on going straight. So there's that. So the reason for the backflip at the start is because the first two silvers that move, the two closest to Mario, actually they're not the first two that move. The first one that moves, the two that are closest to Mario, those are important silver stars, and it's easy to have them bounce off of something and then they have a really long fall where they're going away from their target area, which is obviously really bad. So the first silver is so close to where you spawn that just trying to move to a specific place can cause such an angle variance from such a small place that it might just like barely hit a wall or barely hit like a conveyor belt wall or something and ruin the whole manip, and you really don't know what you did wrong. So that's why the backflip at the start is done, because that sets a consistent angle, and it also loses a little bit of time. Like you can see the other silver, it moved as I was like up against the wall, and so that like set where that silver's going. So those two are silvers that will end up on the highest level. Okay, and so I'll do it again. I'll see if I can play on this little screen here. So these two silvers that are farthest away now are the ones that just land here. I cut in a little early, which pushed that silver away. But so those two silvers that are like farthest away coming, those are the silvers you want to grab. And that's why you can waste a little bit of time here, because you can get up there before the silvers really even landed. So here we go. I'll grab these silvers. So basically your cue, so that you know if you messed it up, if you're looking at the touchscreen, is it's pretty obvious. A silver's just flying away. Like the one silver here is just flying away now. And so that means you messed something up. So I'll show you just that one last thing. When you're getting up to that last level, I'm going to show you a little bit more of an IL strat, so that you can see what happens. Well, I failed. Let's try it again. So you can see like the consequence of not gathering the silvers closer to the wall there, and you can kind of see how they fall off that level when you're trying to triple jump up there. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can save it. Alright, I think that should be good. But like, if I come over here, I think I wasted enough time. But you can kind of see, like, these silvers are right here. And then depending on how the area down here goes, I kind of messed it up, which let the silvers gather. But if you just run around, some of these silvers can start like around here-ish. And so if you immediately go towards the pole area, the silvers are kind of along this angle-ish, which is really, really close to the edge right above, as you can kind of see on this little tiny screen here. Like, you can see I'm not over that edge. So if they're like going right along this edge, then it's very, very easy to have them fall when you're up here. So that's a risk to watch out for if you're trying to speed that up here. Like, see how kind of close these were right there? Like, that's why you kind of come over here, just to get them farther away, and then you can also have time to do the charge. So that said, it is possible on an IL to just come over here, run around here, grab these silvers, and just go straight over here. Like, but that's not consistent like for runs, and so I wouldn't recommend trying to do that in your run, especially as it's super risky and like at the very end of a really long and difficult speed run. So feel free to go experiment around with this and do some testing yourself if you want to try to change the manipulation or even do ILs, or just practice it to be able to do it in runs. But that's all I have for you. That's about all I know, condensed into only like 14.5 minutes. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have more fun than I did learning this star, because I'm not gonna lie, this star sucks. Anyways, thanks again, and have fun running this game.